Lesson learned. A mere gun pointed to an unarmed human doesn't mean you can get cocky.
But seriously, why?
I wiped blood from the cut in my eyebrow. I gawked at the horrible thing. It was a plain black-white brim cowboy hat with a pinched dent on the top. Now it was a patchwork of different fabrics and leathers that desperately tried to hold onto a decayed thing that once was a hat. If I tell you, will you not kill me? The human caught his breath.
I'm a professional. You're still going to die, Theseus, but I'm curious and could make how you die much more unpleasant.
I hid my gasps and finally noticed the room we destroyed in our brawl. Point taken. Is there something you want to know specifically? He lowered his arms to a shrug.
Up!
I pointed with my gun.
And I understand that humans wear hats. My species does too. But yours
looks like a patchwork piece of nonsense, he accurately interrupted.
Precisely. Why must you sully the rest of your head with that thing?
You know, if I had $1 for every time a woman insulted my hat, I would have enough to pay you not to kill me, he smiled.
F.
Right. Well, it didn't start off this way. It was actually a gift from my mom. He relaxed.
Sympathy won't get you out of this one. Most people tend to have mothers.
I mocked his smile. I know. You asked. Growing up, people like you tended to beat me up. Growing up, I was also talkative and obnoxious, so not exactly without cause, which meant this hat got knocked off and stepped on a lot, which is why the felt is so rough.
You mean what's left of the felt?
I cut him off. Right, you see that leather patch near the front? He pointed with his eyebrows.
I have a hard time not seeing it.
I nearly chuckled. It was the first time I've ever worked with leather. The one on the back? He turned around. My dad had to teach me how to do that one. The red X on the side? A girl in my class made that patch for me. Now, may I bring my hand down and not be shot?
You may not.
He sighed and tilted his hat down. The patches. Cautiously, I took a half step and squinted at the small patches atop the brim. Each of the colors clashed furiously. They're all from the places I've been. One from Eden, of course, the other from Bakunawa, one I got from the rider who brought me to this planet. Last one from a gift shop from here. Even the white band around it was a gift from an old friend. That awkwardly stitched up hole at the very top, that was from my first shootout. I was lucky the only thing he shot off was my hat. He smiled and shook his head. Yeah, it's ugly, and trying quite successfully to fall apart. I may be desperately and in the end fruitlessly fixing it over and over again. I know that it's going to break, and probably in my lifetime, on my head. At the worst, most embarrassing moment possible with my luck. He started to smile, but it was different, honest. He remembered the things that made him. Every time I wear it, every time I think about it, I get reminded of things I would have forgotten about years ago. It has things in it from people that I'll probably never get to see again. And before I wore it for convenience, but now it's a part of me. My story. I wore it to prom for God's sake. He laughed and started to tear up slightly from all the memories that rushed past the both of us. It's ugly, but it's my ugly. There was silence, the good kind, and I thought about all the junk I wish I didn't throw away. It's good for one more thing too, he chuckled.
What?
I lowered my gun. He threw his hat at me. I fired blindly. Then he was on top of me, with my gun. It's damn good for a fight, he smiled.